may just sound like, okay, some beautiful lyrics, and we are hearing. Our hearing so far, how much has it been? Yeah, we have gathered ourselves now. We are trying to pay attention, and then we are like, okay, Vrindavana, Ramyasthana. We are hearing, just hearing the words. And the very same words as we hear, they're supposed to take us to the place where these words are coming from. To that place, the spurti of the acharyas. Srila Narottama Das Thakura, he's seeing this in his spurti. So in Keturi, there is Bhajan Tali. And there, Srila Narottama Das Thakura, he was in Bhajan Samadhi. So he didn't know when the food was coming from the palace. The servants, they used to put the prasad there and leave, not disturb him while he's in bhajan. So first day, second day, third day, he was just in bhajan samadhi. He didn't know, didn't move, didn't open the eyes. Second day, third day, when he opened the eyes, then there was there were different dishes in different pots put there day after day, day after day. So completely oblivious to the demands and the needs of the body, because they were so much attached, so fondly attached to the nama, which is equal to rupa, guna, leela for them. So when they are uttering these words, as they are seeing in spurti, that spurti is equal to nama, is equal to rupa, is equal to guna, is equal to leela, everything. That's a fourth dimension reality. Fourth dimension reality. There everything is the same. The spurti is equal to nama, is equal to rupa, is equal to guna, is equal to the leela. And Narottama is in that fourth dimension. And being in that dimension, he's uttering these words out, what he's saying in spurti. So that's our Acharya, Prema Bhakti Mahajana, Srila Narottama Dasa Thakura Mahasaya. And all the Acharyas, in the Guru Parampara, there is Rasikananda Prabhu, Shyamananda Prabhu, all these Acharyas, their reality that they lived in their reality was fourth dimension. For us, first, second, third dimension maximum. But their reality was fourth dimension. Like Srila Narottama Das Thakura. In the morning is all absorption in the Gaura Katha, Krishna Katha. And in the night is all about dreams of Gaura and Krishna. That's all. That's all their reality was. And whatever needs of the body are there, they were just automatically. However, they were just done. That's the absorption. Absorption in the Lord with such great attachment. How can we get there? How can we get there? Through the seva. First seva is Nama seva. Through the seva. Seva. Sharanagata seva. Seva done with bonding. Not just two dry pieces put together. Bonding is the jiva. We are given Krishna by our Sambandhadata. So there is bonding there. So transcendental. The service is transcendental. The first service is Nama. First transcendental service is Nama. Shravanam Kirtanam. We hear the Nama Katha and we say it. That's the first service. There the bonding is established. Niraparadhanama. And whatever is done with this body later is all seva. Seva to the Lord. So this seva with attachment and absorption to the Lord. This Prasad Seva. This is Prasad Seva. We did not earn it. We have no qualification. We have no attachment. We have no taste. That's reality. That's a reality. And on the same token, the greater reality is, in spite of all these disqualifications from outside, the greater reality is mercy is big. Nityanandaram, in the form of Sri Guru, is still giving us. Still giving us. So, yeah. Srila Narottam Dasa Thakur Mahasaya Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Yes, dear devotees. Shall we go for? Thank you. And where did we pause last time?
We covered until text 36, Mataji.
Do you remember, Prabhu? Can you summarize? If possible, you or somebody else, whoever remembers. Summarize maybe in 2-3 sentences. Bring us to where we are today.
I believe we are discussing about Indra, Mataji.
Right. Yes, Prabhu, the demigods. Yeah. Indra was saying, what kind of mercy did I have? He hardly has any time for me. And yeah, yes. Thank you, Prabhu. Somebody else got you. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So should I continue, Mataji?
Yes, please, Prabhu. Yes, please.
From a distance, Narada heard the sounds of great sages continually and with great devotion and performing a series of great Vedic sacrifices.
Did he go from Indraloka, Swargaloka to somewhere else?
Yeah, Sri Parikshit said, when he heard Indra's words, Lord Narada said, well done, oh well done, and then quickly traveled to the planet of Brahma.
This is happening in the Brahmaloka, Brahma's planet. Yes. Thank you.
Then among them, he saw the blissful Supreme Personality of Godhead in his Mahapurush form, his hair matted. Accompanied by the goddesses of fortune, the 1,000-headed Supreme Lord of all sacrifices was pleasing the performers of sacrifice by accepting their offerings. Taking the offerings in thousands of hands and placing them in thousands of mouths, the Supreme Lord, in order to please Brahma, ate the offerings.
Yeah, Prabhu, I think, here a nice point. Accompanied by the goddess of fortune, the 1,000-headed Supreme Lord of all sacrifices was pleasing the performers of sacrifice by accepting their offerings. Isn't that so wonderful? So this is not a one-sided love, not that devotees trying to chant, trying to serve. This is not just one-sided. This is two-sided. So much two-sided. Because Lord Vishnu, when he appeared in the arena of Daksha's sacrifice, after Daksha's head was chopped off and a goat head was put in, he was performing the sacrifice. And then Brahma, Shiva, everybody were there. And so as a result of that yajna, Lord Vishnu appeared. So Brahma and Lord Shiva, they offered some prayers, and some of them, like most of them, whoever were assembled there, especially those Brahmanas and Brahmanas' wives, they didn't know what prayers to offer. They just couldn't say a word. They were stuck. Brahma did some prayers, Lord Shiva did some prayers, and then Daksha, based on whatever his little realization was, he offered some, and rest of them were just dumbstruck. They couldn't say a word. Then the Lord had to do something about it. And the Lord says, yeah, after the Lord permitted, then the prayers came out from those Brahmanas and the wives of Brahmanas on the arena of the sacrifice. In other words, without Lord's permission, not even a prayer can be offered. What to speak of doing sacrifices, elaborate sacrifices and services? Not even the desire, not even the prayer can come out without Lord's mercy, Lord's sanctioning. So we might be thinking, oh, I am offering prayers. Oh, I am uttering the nama. Oh, I am doing japa. Doing Harinam for 1 hour, 2 hours. I sat and I did it. I got up in Brahma Murta. I did it. Right? This is how we think. It's so amazing and so astonishing that we think like that because of the influence of modes. But the actual fact is that the Lord was allowing us, inspiring us to even have a desire to get up, hold the beats, and then in the morning start chanting, sit for some time, 1 hour, 2 hours. If you're sitting for 1 hour, wow, mercy. 2 hours, oh, big mercy. And then we are continuing the services for the rest of the day, huge mercy. And then winding down with the Krishna Katha in the evening, super mercy. Whoa. So it's not that we are praying, we are doing, but it's more about He is letting us, allowing us. So it may look like more of one-sided from our side, but it's so much two-sided, both-sided, so much more from the other side. So without that from the other side, from the Lord, this side even would not start. It will not even start. This is so much two-sided, so much two-sided. Mercy is so abundant, and that's why even a simple service can happen. What to speak of these prayers and this Harinam and these services happening day after day. How much is that mercy? Very grateful. So very much two-sided. So here the Lord, He was pleasing the performers simply by accepting their offerings. So the Lord is trying hard to please us also. He has double duty. We have only one duty. The Lord has to inspire us from within, make the arrangements outside, give us the strength to do it. We have to really work hard. Yeah. And we have only one thing, just will, a desire. If only we can. If only I can pray Krishna. That desire also has to come from a pure devotee, because we are Baddha Jivas to start with. We don't have any desire that is pertaining to Lord. So in Yashoda Damodar Leela, it is said like 1 inch of Yashoda my effort and other inch Lord Krishna's mercy. But if we ponder in depth about this matter of mercy, it looks like 99% it is from the Lord, from inside out, day in and day out, morning till evening. And yes, rest of that 1% is from us, the desire. In Bhagavad Gita, in the 18th chapter, the 5 factors of a result, they are described in the 18th chapter. And there it is described how the jiva can only desire, the rest of thing has to happen through the sanctioning of the Lord. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. I think, somebody else can continue, please. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. The Lord offered to the performers of sacrifices all the benedictions they requested. He then retired to his bedroom, and as the goddess of fortune massaged his feet, he happily fell asleep. Brahma ordered the sages, who were his sons, to perform sacrifices and then to tend to his duties in managing the universe. Brahma left for his own abode. As Brahma comfortably sat on his throne and intently heard the recitation of the glories of his Lord, the personality of Godhead, tears came to his 8 eyes.
4 heads, right?
Approaching his father, who was served by a host of wonderful opulences, Narada fell down like a stick to offer respects and said, Sri Narada said, "You are certainly the object of Lord Hari's mercy. You are the master of the Prajapatis and the grandfather of all living entities. You alone create, maintain, and destroy the 14 worlds. You are eternally the master of the universe. It is said that you are parentless and self-born."
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, Hari. Someone else, please.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Pranams. Yeah. The saintly sages who are free,
born from your 4 mouths, right?
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Born from your lotus mouth, the personified Vedas, Puranas, and other scriptures that reveal the goal of life stay in your assembly house. The saintly sages who are free from lust and all other vices attain your planet after faithfully and faultlessly performing their prescribed duties for 100 births.
Dear devotees, is it very small appearing for you on the screen or?
Yeah, Prabhu, actually it's little small. If you can increase little bit. Yeah, now it's
okay. Okay, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you for telling us that.
thank you. So in this universe, no place is superior to your abode. Even Lord Narayana's planet named Vaikuntha exists only within your realm. Eating the offerings of sacrifice and granting the fruits of their sacrifice to his worshippers, the personality and the supreme personality of Godhead in his form of the Mahapurusha eternally resides in your abode. At first, you made a great endeavor to find the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but you could not find him. Then, by performing austerities, you were able to see him for a moment in your heart. The truth is that you are very dear to Lord Krishna. Indeed, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, who assumes many different forms for his pastimes.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Okay. And that's quite a statement that Narada said. Indeed, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, who assumes many different forms for his pastimes. The truth is that you are very dear to Lord Krishna. Indeed, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, who assumes many different forms for his. I don't know. We'll see if it gets more clear down there.
Mataji, I also feel there is another statement here. This one, Mataji. In this universe, no place is superior to your abode. Yeah, it is in similar lines, right, Mataji?
Yeah, that is there. That is fine. In Brahmanda, Brahmaloka is the topmost. There is a Vaikuntha that is within Brahmanda. Though it is within Brahmanda, it is equivalent to Vaikuntha and the spiritual realm. So here, this is little understandable because Narada is super excited to glorify Brahma, but on a basis of Tattva, it is not totally wrong because he's saying even the Vaikuntha is in the Brahmanda. The thing is, even though Vaikuntha is in Brahmanda, it still has the spiritual place. Even though the whole Brahmanda is annihilated at the end of life of Brahma, there's dhams, what to speak of the Vaikuntha in Brahmanda. There is, I think he was referring to the pole star or Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu in the Milk Ocean. We have to look into, but there is a Vaikuntha place. Yeah, there itself a little exaggeration started, and here he says, indeed, you are Lord Krishna. So we have to see what more is he going to say and how Brahma is going to react to him. Yes, please, somebody. Please read so we will know.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. My pranams to you. Shri Parikshit said, again and again singing Brahma's glories, which Indra had described and which he now personally saw, Narada bowed down before Brahma with great devotion. As he heard Narada's words, Brahma became very agitated.
Yes, please continue.
Covering his,
right? Yeah, please.
Covering his,
please continue.
Yes, Mataji. Covering his 8 ears through his 4 mouths, he said, I am only a servant, again and again. Restraining with great effort the anger these unbearable words created within him, four-faced Brahma rebuked his son Narada. Sri Brahma said, I am not the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. From your earliest childhood, have you not repeatedly learned this from Vedic scriptures, from common sense logic, and from my own explanations? Hare Krishna Mataji, if anybody else would like to read.
Yeah, maybe this one. You may please.
Okay. Yeah. His potency is Mahamaya. In his eyes, Mahamaya is like a maidservant who, employing the 3 modes of nature, creates, maintains, and destroys the material universe. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
As expected, Brahma is rightly rebuking. Yes, son. So we are getting the answers for our questions of what Narada said and how Brahma is responding. Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, my pranams to you.
Pranams to you. Pranams to you.
All of us, I'm sorry. Yeah, I could not. Okay. All of us, you are bewildered by this Mahamaya. We are very firmly under her control. For this reason, you should know that I have not received even a small portion of Lord Krishna mercy. I continually think I am a great spiritual leader, the supreme controller, and the grandfather of his universe. I was personally born from the lotus flower sprouted from the navel of Lord Krishna. I am a performer of great austerities. I am a great devotee of Lord Krishna. In this way, Lord Krishna, illusory potency, Maya, destroy me with intense pride. In addition to that, I am always angry, overwhelmed by the endless duties I must perform to maintain the universe.
It's so nice. Brahma is just speaking his heart out. Yes, Mataji, please continue.
I'm anxious that someday my planet will be destroyed. Afraid of all devouring time, I pray for ultimate liberation. Only for this purpose I worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and I cause others to worship Him. You may say that the Supreme Personality of Godhead personality resides on my planet. But I say, where does the Supreme Personality of Godhead not reside?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice
You want
to
me
have
to
you.
continue, Mataji, here or somebody
Yeah,
else?
please go ahead. Yes, maybe that one you can continue. Yeah.
Okay. He personally accepts the sacrificial offerings here only to firmly establish the Vedic revelation and also to bestow mercy on the dear devotees who make offering to him. He does not do it to bestow mercy on me. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you. Jyoti Mataji. Nice to have you here. But Brahma, this is just good to hear from Brahma, the secondary creator's mouth, of what he is thinking. And he's saying, like Indra's words, Brahma is saying, well, he is offering, he is accepting my sacrifices because he has to establish the Vedic revelation here. Not that I am performing the sacrifice so nicely. So he's not doing it for me. This is what Brahma is thinking. Interesting, right, dear devotees? Indra was also thinking on those terms. Brahma was also thinking like that. Yeah. And as opposed to these two leaders in the post of Indra and Brahma, those mortal beings, the mortal king, he's mortal but a big king on planet Earth, and the Brahmana, their thought was, they were like, oh, we couldn't do enough. We are so limited. We couldn't do enough. That's what their mood was here, Indra and Brahma. Interesting. Yeah. And Prabhu, can we see how much more do we have? Right? From 64, 60. Yeah, I think we'll do it next time. Brahmaloka. There are many, right? Yeah. From 64, it is still going on. Yeah,
looks like we have
right?
many
Yeah. So quite a stop, Brahmaloka. So, so we'll pause here. 64, right? Yeah, we can continue from 65 next time. 64. Yeah. Okay. Yes, dear devotees. We will pause here if there is anything that you would like to share before we